Thank you for watching our video. Please give us a big like, subscribe to our channel for new videos every day with amazing cars. Leave us your opinion in the comment section on the video. Thank you. It may not immediately remind you of Jaguar's well-received concept car from nearly a decade ago, but the I-Pace SUV, the brand's first battery electric car, borrows more than a few lines from the sleek coupe shown in 2010. Jaguar unveiled the I-Pace just a couple of weeks ago. Due to go on sale in the US in the second half of 2018 with a 240-mile range of 394 horsepower output, it's intended to be the first in a long line of EVs from the British marque. But the shape of the I-Pace is just as revolutionary as the battery electric powertrain, even if it isn't quite the prototypical SUV profile that we've become accustomed to since the 1990s. Instead, the I-Pace combines the high ground clearance of a sport utility with a long, cab-forward body, and a rakish, hatch-like tail. With its exciting proportions and sleek coupe-like silhouette, the I-Pace takes inspiration from the Jaguar C-X75 supercar concept, incorporating signature design elements that include sweeping front fenders, integral hood scoop, cab-forward driving position, dramatic curves, muscular haunches and a striking waistline, as well as imposing available 22-inch wheels, Jaguar said prior to the SUV's appearance at the Geneva Auto Show. The C-X75 concept debuted at the 2010 Paris Motor Show, combining a hybrid electric powertrain with a striking and aerodynamic body. Initially, the automaker intended to produce the C-X75 starting in 2013 with the price just north of $1 million, but eventually backed out of those plans. The automaker apparently couldn't quite make the economics of it work. If you feel like you've seen the C-X75 somewhere not that long ago, the prototype appeared in the James Bond film Spectre just a few years ago, battling the 10 or so Aston Martin DB10s made specifically for the film. Cast as the villain's car, several C-X75s were used in Spectre for various scenes, but the added publicity was not intended as a prelude for a production run. Jaguar had other plans. The I-Pace borrows the C-X75's cab-forward look along with the blunt, vertical nose that mimics the front fascia of the concept coupe. The cabin is set far in from the window sills and wheel arches, with flat surfaces flowing from the tops of the wheel arches to the center of the car, just below the windows. Vertical inlets bookend the blunt nose of the I-Pace, while out back the rear hatch wears an integrated spoiler atop the rakish rear window. Taillights similar to those on the F-Type sit high up above the tops of the rear wheel arches. The I-Pace's electric powertrain offered us unprecedented design freedom, said Ian Cullum, Jaguar Director of Design. Starting with the clean sheet enabled the dramatic cab-forward profile, unique proportions and exceptional interior space, yet it is unmistakably a Jaguar. We wanted to design the world's most desirable EV, and I am confident we've met that challenge. The main points of resemblance to the C-X75 are the greenhouse and the front fascia, along with a well-defined and sharp edges sill line that travels around the body. The inset greenhouse also follows the shape of the C-X75. The I-Pace adopts the profile of the concept that debuted 8 years ago. When it comes to exterior dimensions, the I-Pace is pretty close to the brand's own F-Pace SUV. But Jaguar did more than just stuff a large lithium-ion battery under the floor of the F-Pace. The design team sought to give the new electric model a distinctive shape that melds several different body styles. We set out to design an emotive and atmospheric interior that excites the senses, where the driver is central to the experience and passengers are afforded the space they need, Cullum added. Being inside the I-Pace is to experience something special, and that is what a Jaguar is all about. One other big difference between the C-X75 concept and the I-Pace, aside from the SUV body style, is that you'll actually be able to buy an I-Pace later this year. The EV is set to go on sale in the second half of 2018 as a 2019 model, with a starting price of $69,500 before tax incentives.